Morning, everybody. Michelle is here. Michelle is in the building. Hope everybody's doing fantastic, magnificent, and wonderful on this Thursday, the 1st of June, 2023, in the East Coast. Anyway, I'm going to be really, really, really busy, you know, taking care of business. So I hope everybody's doing that as well. And I wanted to come through and just send, my heartfelt love to people that are going through things, because all of us are going through something, but yet no one, of course, the self-righteous ones are the ones who think that they got everything, that, there's nothing wrong with them, that, they'll say, well, God got me, and they'll say it in such a way that is, there's, God, I can't think of the word, but it's sort of an arrogance with it, and all that's not necessary, because the people are genuinely going through stuff, and we ought to. All of us are, on a certain level, collectively are going through something, because like I told you, anytime there's a war on this planet, it doesn't matter where it is, it affects everyone on the planet. All right, because we're a part of the planet. It affects the environment, the trees, the animals, more specifically and especially. Okay, and that's why a lot of animals are extinct, because of our behavior, not theirs. It's because of the behavior of humans. So, yes, we're all going through something, but but there is a way to manage it. And like I said, you have to have factors to know, okay, what am I, you have to question yourself about your reality all the time, especially if you've had that history of, because we all have fantasies, we all have imaginations, that, those are sort of the expected human behaviors. But a lot of us are in delusion, okay? And it's delusion about how we can perceive ourselves. And so that's where things get a little sticky. And that's why you may need help with counseling, or you make that decision, especially if you're an adult, what to do. See if you can avoid medication. But that's just my comment on that matter, because medication does alter your reality, no matter what they tell you. And that's why anyway, that's why I have such a problem with it. We've gotten to where we just want to run to some quick fix. All right, so just give them some medication and and tell them to go to sleep, and it'll be okay tomorrow. You know how it is. But again, like I said, if you are grounded in reality and every day doing a full body meditation, where you are you are clear and effective of where you are and your reality, and you have to have those factors of sensing all the time, and it has to be logical, rational, and reasonable. Okay, so we're all going through something, and we all will, because we've always, from the histories that I've read, we've always been in war. So that's why everybody's always, that's why there's such a disturbance with the planet, and the disturbance with our psyche and our mentality, because we're just in constant war. All right, just imagine if your brain was the earth and you're in war. You're in war. And that's exactly what's happening with the planet. The planet, you could say the planet is a brain if you want to. Like I said, I like to be visual, for you intellectuals out there who likes to, But yes, say your brain is the earth. And if you think if there's a war going on one side of the brain, it's not going to affect all the brain. That's exactly what it feels like with the earth. So yes, we're all disturbed. We have disturbing reality sometimes, disturbing thoughts. But the more you stay in reality of your situation, like I said, staying in a full body meditation all the time, always expecting, okay, what am I seeing? What am I hearing? Feel, you have to go through that every single day. and do it as long. If you're in an office, which I hate, by the way, I sit in office. I would definitely cause a disturbance if I was sitting up in the office, especially now with what I know. Come on now. But when you're sitting at your desk, know what your fingers are doing. How your fingers are reacting with the keyboards, with your desk, with how you're sitting, breathing, and, inspecting the building. A lot of people have been hurt or killed in buildings because they don't know that something is going on, in the building. And I think, I don't know the realities of, what's going on with that, but I think if you stand in touch with your environment, you can pick up on stuff. Okay, what did I just hear? Questioning yourself. Did I just hear someone scream? Did I just hear shots fired? You have you have to do that from now on, because especially we're in an election season. There's a lot of delusion going out there, manipulation, deception, all business as usual via politics. It's business as usual. Hasn't changed, or has it? Time will tell. But you're sitting at your desk. Make sure your toes are comfortable. Where are you sitting, where are you standing, listening, just being very aware of your surroundings so that you don't get so caught up in what you're doing and somebody can just walk up on you, you just having a fit because someone's, startled you. That used to happen a whole lot when I used to work inside the building with certain employees. It was just, everything was scared of, they're just always out of, good Lord. They were just not in tune with their reality. That's all. So stay in tune, listen, pay attention. What's going on? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you taste? All that has to be done every day, single day, as many times a day as possible. And so that you can save yourself, So, or just be aware of the realities and stay out of your thoughts and the rumination, because rumination is life-threatening to me because of what you can conjure up. You can conjure up so many realities that don't even exist. Like there are some people going off and spewing all this hatred towards people, and some of them have never seen that type of person in their life. Whether there's a black person, a trans, the only time that they know that these people exist is from the internet. Some people have never seen a trans person in their life. Okay, and yet they're going on and on and on about them and targeting them. And, one of my relatives told me some time ago that, she was interacting with somebody, and they said, I've never seen a blah, blah, So some people have been just sheltered or in a encasement of delusion, possibly. And and how they get their news and know what's going on in the world is from the internet, or they listen to some radio program, or they listen to some podcasting. They don't go out in their community and say, okay, what is really going on in my community? Because I know two people that live in a particular place. One person gives me one perspective and another person gives me another perspective. And this is a small place. And they have completely different perspectives about what their realities are and what's going on. Okay, so it's important. And once again, please be gentle with yourself. Some of it is just, if you're under 30, a lot of it is just cause and effect. Okay, things were caused maybe before you were born or when you were born, and then these are the effects of it that you're living through it. Okay, it comes from your previous ancestors, maybe your parents, your grandparents. I mean, a lot of things have just been trickling down for decades upon decades. But it's still your responsibility, though. And you're still responsible for your life and accountable for your life, no matter the circumstances. You can't keep blaming people for why you are here or there or everywhere. The energy of your thoughts are going to put you exactly where you need to be. All right. So if you're in a particular situation that's not favorable to you, well, you're there for a reason. Find out why you are so you can get yourself out of it so you don't get yourself back into it again. Because that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just spinning and spinning and spinning in the same spots, in the same kind of situations, in the same kind of experiences for decades upon decades. And they're wondering why whatever they have an issue with. And even if you're in a situation you sense that's paradise for you, you still have to keep moving, though. You still have to keep evolving and exploring and researching. So that's why it's so important to get a lot of experience. Get all that experience in you now so you'll know what to do if those circumstances come again. Okay, I know what to do now so that you don't get yourself raveled back in the same spot again. And guess what? 5 or 10 years later, you haven't moved. Move forward in anything, any goal, any reality, any destiny, any destination. You're still in the journey, as I say, in the delusion. Okay. And like my particular situation now, a lot of people look for ways to make passive income. Fantastic. I think you need to be creative and do what you need to do. But I know for me, after previous experiences I had with having a home, I don't want to do the same things with this home or any future housing situation. So that's why you need to have some experiences so you know, okay, I've been there before. I don't want to go there. How do I get myself back out of that? And it's all about your thoughts. So that you don't be all of us, like I said, rambling, yeah. We all ramble, right? Rambling and rumination is the main thing. Just overthinking, thinking, and not making any, like I said, if like, for example, you set a goal, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds, blah, 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 blah. Okay, if you lose 5 pounds before you get to whatever that date is, start over and make another goal. And so that you can have fun with your goals, fun with whatever you are attempting to achieve. Have fun with it. As soon as you make it rigid and tight and robotic, you're gonna be bored to death, and you're not gonna continue. You're gonna stop, and that's gonna be the end of it. Good tea there. So I'm gonna be busy as usual, busy bee. But I just want to come on through and just say, hey, just be gentle with yourselves. All of us are crazy on some level. Okay, and disregard all of these so-called experts that don't know what the hell they're talking about. And they're driving people more insane, okay, and causing people more harm than good with their BS. Because a lot of them think they are knowledge, and they haven't taught themselves that they are supposed to expand their knowledge every second that they can. Especially if they're trying to help people. They need to make sure, okay, does this medication actually work, or does it cause more harm than good? Okay, is this medication necessary? Is this and that, instead of just looking at the bottom line. Okay, a lot of these people get paid great money from pharmaceuticals. We know that. So let's not act like that's a secret. Okay, is that medication necessary? And you as an individual, make sure you're paying attention to yourself. Keep a journal of, okay, today I'm feeling, keep a journal of what happens to you when you take medication and when you don't, or, but make sure your doctor knows what's going on, because you don't want to because once you start taking those kind of medications, you've altered a lot of chemistry in your body to where you may have become intentionally or unintentionally addicted just by the one pill. And so your doctor does have to monitor that. So keep all that stuff in mind. You know, be present in your reality, but don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think that you're by yourself. If you think you're alone in all of this, then that's a delusion. Okay, you need to just come out of that. You're not alone in anything. We got 10 billion people on this planet. Okay, so you're not alone per se. Now, if you're feeling lonely, that's inside. Work on it. Even if you're in a aloneness, that's an inside thing as well. But there's a difference, you know. So, and I've talked about that enough. So be gentle, and people that are helping, I know that, you know, and I send love to people that are genuinely attempting to help people. All they have in their intentions is love, but they also need to make sure they're taking care of themselves. Don't make yourselves overwhelmed. This is a huge, massive problem that we all are suffering with. But the longer we keep war going, there's no cure. Keep that in mind. As long as we have war going, no matter where it is on this planet, there is no cure. Okay, so be gentle. The ones that are helping, I send peace and love to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started and get some of my plans in here done, and and do what I need to do, to keep me just as well neutralized in my feelings and emotions, and keep my psyche healthy, my consciousness healthy. And it's all with thoughts, and staying within reality of my situation. Okay, so peace and love, everybody, and trust me, I'll be back.